Good morning. Good to see you guys. Sorry, having a little bit of hiccups this morning. Welcome back to The Daily Grind. I'm your host, Chump Change. This is live recorded, and we're going to go over some crypto news. So, my man Tactical Investing actually dropped a video last night about Kaspa potentially hitting top 10, and it was kind of eye-opening. So, we're going to watch that this morning. I'm going to go over some crypto news, as always, and then we'll get into Altcoin Daily's video, see what he has. Just talking about Bitcoin ETF and where it's going to go in 2024. All right, so I'm hoping nothing freezes. If it does, I'll be back immediately, but apparently Brave browser does not like Windows 11, so I just had to uninstall it and re-download a new driver, so we should be good. I hope everything's good. Let's see who's here in the chat, and then we will go from there. Mr. Dumpster Fire, Crypto KJ giving me shit, just hashtag freeze time. Oh, you're the worst friend ever. Worst friend ever, man. Goddamn. I gotta work on that, actually. I'm not supposed to say that anymore. Good to see you. All right, Mr. Crypto Frank, what's up, buddy? Carl Coat, Game with Smokey Dan. We have All Track, Rob Mines, Danilio, Chris Hanley. Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Game with Smokey Dan. My man Leo Lustig actually won the 50 Kaspa last night, so congrats to him. And then I think was it Ziege Miner won the other 50. Not too sure. Nick K, what's up, buddy? Dom G, Carl Coke, good to see you guys. Everybody else I may have missed, I apologize. Let's get into this. Let's check out the market, make sure everything is good, make sure my scenes are working right. I think we're good. If you guys have any hiccups, again, please just let me know if like it freezes or anything in the chat. All right, we're looking at Bitcoin 41,891. We have Ethereum 2,200. Dogecoin's almost at 9 cents. We have Kaspa. Look at this, it's in the red and it's 14 cents. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. ETC is almost 20 bucks. We have Solana at $60, XRP 61 cents. We have BNB at 230. Ethereum, again, I already said 2,200 bucks. Let's see. 40. Look at this. 18.86% up. $49. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Everything looks pretty good, actually. Even though it looks a little bit red, everything looks really, really good. Look at this. Top 10 coin, I mean top 100 coins. Was Casper here before? This is Casper, not Kaspa. CSPR. Looks like it had some sort of a rip. Rank 97. Wow, it's up 25 ranks on the day. 4 cents. 4.7. Wow, that's pretty good, actually. Holy hell, you know what? Shout out to Serpent Tech, because he was the one that actually brought that coin to my attention. I don't have any, but it was one of those coins that he talked about, and it was actually a pretty good video. Go check him out if you guys aren't subbed. We have rank 82 over here on this PP coin. 19 ranks up. It looks like it's gained 24.8% on some meme bullshit. That's gonna yeah, that's gonna happen. We're gonna see meme coins pump at some point, so don't sleep on Doge and, you know, Shiba and all these low coins that are like super cheap. You can get in for like, you know, a couple bucks. Not financial advice, but just, you know, might want to get a little moon bag of these foolish coins. Just money that you can afford to lose, you know what I mean? Let's see. KuCoin token. What's this? 13.6% up at $9.40. We have CFX, which is Conflux, is 20 cents. Not too bad. Up 17.5. Again, already 18.3% up. 49.42. FTT token looks like it dropped 12.6% today. That looks like the biggest loser of the day. Render's down 7.9 to $3.53. That's still pretty good, actually. All right, let's check out the Fear and Greed Index. Let me catch up to the chat, actually, real quick. Like guacamole. You know, is it pronounced? It's pronounced guacamole, right? Not guacamole. All right, look at this. We have the Fear and Greed Index at 75. We're getting to that point where I'm like, okay, when do we start having a pullback? That's kind of where I'm looking. But you know what? Like, the thing here is too, the pullback is not, for me this time around, is a little bit different because the ETF and all the other BS, you know what I mean? So I don't think it's as greedy as it would be normally at 75 as of right now, but again, that's just my opinion. You guys take that as you will. All right, we have the top 10 coins over on CoinGecko by CoinMarketCap. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, XRP, Solana, USDC, Lotto Staked, Ether, Cardano, and Dogecoin. I was gonna squeeze Kaspa in there just to F at you guys that are listening, but I decided not to. That would have been funny though. You guys were like, what? We have Shiba 18th. We have Litecoin in 19th, Bitcoin Cash in 21st. I like to look at these coins real quick. Kaspa's up to 27th. It was in 25th place yesterday. 25th place. It's still over a $3 billion market cap. That's absolutely crazy. ETC's in 29th. I just like to give a little I guess, check on all these coins, see where everything's going. And yesterday, actually, you know what? Someone said something about us talking about the potential, like what would the market cap be if Kaspa was in the top 10, right? I forget what it was. We did the math yesterday, but someone said I was wrong. And obviously it's a guesstimate. You know, other coin market caps are going to go up at the same time as Kaspa. If Kaspa does take that significant jump, I'm sure other coins, there's going to be a lot more money in them. It's all speculative. You know what I mean? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going to happen. All right, let's check out Mine the ASIC over here. Getting into the mining segment of stuff. We could talk about whatever you guys would like. Please let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions. Came with Smoky Dan. I'm not getting into that this morning. We have the WinMiner K9, top of the chart, still $209 a day, $209.50. We have the KS3 from Ice River, 8 terahash, $161. The KS3M is making $118. The KS2 is making just about 40 bucks, 39.34. The KS1 is making 19.67, and these are going down by the day. It's, you know, as Max Voltage would say, this hash rate's going bonkers. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. It is going crazy, but it you know, everything reflects on price at the end of the day. If the price doubles, his profitability is double. You know what I mean? So there is a lot of there's a lot of things that can change this, right? Obviously the hash rate's going crazy, but we're gonna see, you know, if price appreciation happens, then these miners will just be, you know, they'll be way up higher than they are now. So take that as you will. Let's see, if Kaspa had the same market cap as Doge right now, it would be at 58 cents. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong. What's Doge at? Let's see. Yeah, we went over this yesterday. 12. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, because it'd be about 4 times, right? 4 times 14. Yeah, it'd be close, right? Sounds about right. I think we were talking about it being in top, what was it, top 3? I forget. No. Yeah, it was around there. We were talking about it here somewhere. It was like around top 5 or something. I forget. I don't know. We did the math yesterday. You guys can go back and watch that if you'd like. All right, let's see. We have the Jasminer X16Q over here, making $5.32 a day, mining ETH and W and ZIL. I can't believe that ETH W stuff's still around, to be honest. Pretty impressive. Or I don't know, take it as you will. Who mines that stuff? Anybody? We have the Jasminer X4Q making $1.63 a day. This is again one of the units heating my house from jinglemining.com. Links are in the description if you guys are interested. 4.5 octa a day. X41 use 2.2 octa a day, 68 cents. Not making much. iPolo V1 Mini is making 48 cents a day. Again, this is a 10 cents kilowatt hour, guys. It could be you know, your electric rate's probably worse. Mine is worse than this, but whatever. Makes me feel better looking at it at 10 cents than it does at 30. All right, let's see if you guys have any questions in the chat. All right, so you know what, before we get out of here, Trade Ogre, let's see. Trade Ogre is, or has listed that Carlson coin. Where is it? Right here. This Carlson coin is now on Trade Ogre. I don't know if that matters to anybody, if you guys really care. Look at this giant shit. Was it? Oh, geez. Wait, hold on. That was today, right? God, it got listed and it just took a dump. Was it really up that high? It was up at, what? Was it up 20 cents? Is that real? That's not, is this not dollars? This is dollars? Please tell me. Does anybody know? Who's mining this crap? I bought it yesterday, 4.5 cents. Nice. Let me see. Does anybody know? So did it open up here? 20 cents or so? That's crazy. I didn't know it was that, like, that nuts. It's just the exchange ICO. Oh, okay. It's just what it opened at. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be shocked to see if this coin actually holds on. But you know what? If it does, hell yeah, make some money off it if you can, because why not? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's money's money. Take it where you can get it. You know, mine, GPU mining. It would be nice to have GPU mining come back again. But again, for me, it's personally like just living off the hype of Kaspa. That's my, I don't like that, to be honest, but that's just me personally. Again, it's not that I wouldn't mine it if it was making money. Of course I would. Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? But the other thing is the wallet. I don't know if you can mine directly to the exchange. I think I saw Chris Hanley say something about that. He was having issues. It wasn't adding up, the pool mining. and he was mining directly to the exchange. So it's just be careful mining directly to an exchange. It's not always super, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's not that smart, right? So I know Max Voltage had an issue mining Kaspa, solo mining Kaspa, if I'm not mistaken, to Trade Ogre, and it got hung up for some reason. Like the rewards got hung up and they had to approve it or whatever. So you might have issues. I don't know. I have no idea. You guys let me know if you guys are mining to the pool over at Trade Ogre. I mean the exchange over at Trade Ogre versus the pool. It would be very, very nice to know if it's working well for anybody. All right, let's I guess that's it, guys. Let's get into some news stuff now. Let's do it. I'm gonna start with crypto world over here. Bitcoin crosses 42,000 for the first time since April. Oh wait, you know what? Hold on. Hold the phone. I'm sorry, we can't do this yet. We got to go back to the mining stuff. I forgot to bring this up. Let me see. Hold on. All right. I forgot the Dynex stuff yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw it. Hold on. I gotta pull up the chat. While you guys are looking at that, you can see it says fake mining screenshots in circulation. Oh, here's the original. Here we go. All right. So it's blurry as shit. Crypto KJ, come on, man. You got to get off that potato. This is it says XMR stack fire ice UK. I don't know. I guess the thing here, what was it, the 3070 or something? Someone said the 3070 was making this much, or 14, it was mining 14.92 whatever. I don't know. Anyways, this is supposedly a fake thing. I don't know, fake image, right? And Dynex went out and posted a thing about it. We take fairness and honesty and every potential security issue extremely seriously. We have seen some screenshots circulating showing highly inflated hash rates. Besides the fact that this would be technically not possible, we took these and had them forensically analyzed, and no surprise, the screenshots are falsified and altered. If you happen to know the originator of these screenshots, please let us know. And then they obviously blurred it all out, but again, I don't know what's happening. It's not I'm not involved with Dynex as you know, regard to that stuff. It's, I don't know. I hope that's true. I hope that's really fake and whatever, but I wasn't there when the whole thing went down, so I don't know what actually happened or where it originated from or what happened. But anyways, yeah. All right, now let's get into the news stuff. I just wanted to mention that with you guys, so hopefully anybody that's mining or was worried about that, hopefully that summed up or cleared up some stuff. All right, crypto world. Bitcoin crosses 42,000 for the first time since April 2022, which is amazing, driven by the ETF optimism. Crypto world over here on CNBC. Let's get into it, guys. Hit that like button.
Today, Bitcoin crosses $42,000 for the first time since April of 2022. FTX and Alameda Research move another $22 million worth of crypto. And Kristen Smith, the CEO of the Blockchain Association, discusses regulatory reform for crypto at the organization's policy summit in Washington, D.C.
Geek of all trades, my man. You're not too late. I actually started late because my computer was giving me issues.
Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Jordan Smith. Major cryptocurrencies hit fresh highs for the year, fueled by the possibility of rate cuts in the U.S., and traders once again betting that applications for spot Bitcoin ETFs will soon win approval. As of noon Eastern, Bitcoin traded around $41,600 after briefly surpassing the $42,000 mark. That's the highest level reached since April 21st of last year, when Bitcoin traded close to $43,000. Ether rose to around $2,200 after reaching a high of nearly $2,300, its highest level since May of 2022. Solana, however, dropped nearly 3%, trading close to 61 bucks.
It's still over $60, which is crazy, and we'll be getting to the Kaspa stuff real soon.
All right, let's talk about the top stories. As crypto prices hit highs today, crypto-focused stocks, including Coinbase, MicroStrategy, and crypto miners Marathon Digital and Riot, all surged, looking to extend their strong November gains. As of noon Eastern, Coinbase rose nearly 8% today. This comes after the stock soared more than 60% last month, even as the crypto exchange reported a decline in Q3 trading volumes. MicroStrategy, which bought nearly $600 million in Bitcoin last month, also rose about 8% as of noon, and Riot and Marathon Digital jumped more than 9%, adding to last month's gains. The ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF, which tracks Bitcoin futures, climbed more than 7.5%, while the ProShares Short Bitcoin Strategy ETF fell by the same amount. Next, crypto assets belonging to FTX and Alameda Research are on the move. According to analytics firm Look On Chain, the two bankrupt firms have transferred roughly $22 million in Ethereum, Uniswap, Shiba Inu, and more. The crypto companies are gearing up to repay customers, and Bloomberg reports that FTX also just got court approval to sell its stake in trusts managed by Grayscale Investments, worth about $750 million, to help make customers whole. Last, Spanish police say they arrested a man wanted by the United States for allegedly conspiring with a convicted American crypto researcher to help North Korea evade U.S. sanctions. Spanish National Police said they found Alejandro Caudebenos, who founded a pro-Pyongyang affinity organization in Barcelona under a false identity, and that he had planned to catch a train to Madrid. Last year, the DOJ charged him and another European citizen, a crypto businessman named Christopher Ems, alleging that they recruited a researcher, Virgil Griffith, to illegally provide crypto and blockchain technology services to North Korea. In April of last year, the DOJ said that Griffith pleaded guilty to conspiring to assist North Korea in evading sanctions in violation of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, and was sentenced to more than 5 years in prison and a $100,000 fine. Reuters reported that Caudebenos described the allegations against him as false in a social media post on Friday.
Perfect.
All right, for our main story, the 2023 Blockchain Association's Policy Summit in Washington, D.C. wrapped up last week. And one of the key speakers included CFTC Commissioner Kristen Johnson.
I don't know if I want to listen to this. It's like 8 minutes of nothing. You know what? If you guys are interested in this, I do have a link in the description below. We're not going to listen to that just because I have a bunch of other stuff I want to go over today, and the Kaspa video is actually a lot more important. Real quick, I actually did Mr. Crypto KJ. Reminded me. Let's look at ETC POW, actually. And I wanted to mention Honey to you guys as well. Oh my God. ETC POW is at $2.82. What? God, I shouldn't have made that video. Jesus. Oh my God. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's not Honey. Why does it do that, man? It drives me nuts. 11.5 cents. Hive Mapper. I'll be driving in circles today with my kids sleeping in the back. I don't even care. I got Paw Patrol on the TVs. Be doing good. That's crazy. 11.5 cents. Shout out to Hive Mapper. That is insane.
Perfect.
All right, let's get into this right here. Real quick, CNBC television. This is like a 4-minute video. Not even. Micro tailwind impacting crypto, says Bitcoin baller Brian Kelly. I want to see what he has to say over here, and then we'll get into the Kaspa stuff. Let's do it.
Let's ask the baller. Longtime fast money friend Brian Kelly is back in the house. Can't get enough. Can't get enough of him either. Brian, welcome back.
Thank you.
So obviously you're long. You're very bullish.
Yes.
Has anything changed in terms of the trajectory of the move higher?
No, not really. I mean, certainly. So this move is really built on this anticipation of an ETF, probably January 5th to January 10th. So as it gets higher as a trader, of course, I'm going to get a little scared because you're saying how much of that is already priced in. We're getting pretty close to that. But in terms of the longer term trajectory for Bitcoin, I think you just have to think of it as we're in this, let's call it 1 to 2 year bull market period. We'll have these pullbacks. Even in 17, when we had a massive run, we had months that it was down 30, 40%. So you just have to keep that in mind.
So January 5th to 10th, it seems like it's all downside. It's like you have the sell the news or the disappointment. So how do you position into that?
I mean, I think you're long going into it, and then you start layering out of it as you get towards the end of the year. So let's call it over the next week or so. At least that's the strategy we're going to employ.
Okay.
What do you guys think? The next week or two, we're going to see a downturn in sales, or just like selling Bitcoin and stuff?
And then the reaction, in sympathy from the other coin. I mean, will there be a sympathy move too?
I mean, real quick, with that being said, like typically during the Christmas time, right, December-ish, between Black Friday and the beginning of the year, people are selling off for either holidays or, to, I guess, capitalize on your losses, right? Tax loss harvesting, kind of, whatever you guys want to call that. I believe that's the term for it. But yeah, I think I don't think he's wrong. I think we will see a little bit of selling because we haven't really seen that yet since Black Friday. So I don't know. But again, we do have the White Swan event with the ETFs, so you never know.
So generally what we've seen in bull markets is about a month after Bitcoin moves, it starts to go to the altcoins. So we saw Ethereum break out last night, and then Solana, and then it starts to go down the list. And so that's what
he really wanted to say. Kaspa was going to break out right there. I know that's what he wanted to say.
I would anticipate, let's call it January or so.
BK, good to have you here. Say hi to Brian, by the way. A lot of this move has coincided or coincident with the fact that 5 rate cuts apparently are priced in for next year. Every time we pull them forward, Bitcoin seems to take a leg up. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, I think it's a macro tailwind. We've been fighting the macro headwind for almost 2 years now, right? Rising rates, stronger dollar, all of that. The Fed's probably done. Europe has got a real problem on their hands. China's got a massive problem on their hands. And Japan is unlikely to tighten. So when I look at global liquidity, I think, yeah, sure, gold, Bitcoin, both of them are going to do well in this environment.
So question about the halving. I've heard it called the halvening or the halving, but either one. We're getting to that in April, I think, right?
Yep.
Real quick, Geek of All Trades says, what's your recommendation for wallets that are easy to use to give as gifts for non-crypto people? The Tangem, 1000%. It's so easy. You just put it in your wallet. There's nothing to plug in. You don't have to worry about people losing their shit on the computer. Like the seed phrase, well, you can get one with the seed phrase and one without. So one has it just like built in. The other one, you know, you got to save your keys and all that. So this one I have is actually built in and it works fine. There's no issues. You need your phone, you need a PIN code, and you need your phone again. So if someone steals the card, they still can't get in it without the PIN code. So that would be the easiest one, in my opinion.
And that's been a bullish thing before. I sort of wonder, is it the same thing, though? Is that already getting priced in, or is there something technical that actually happens that would make it be priced in closer to the event?
So, so what we've seen historically is that the 12 to 16 months after a halving is the best performance of Bitcoin. So that's what everybody's thinking about. This time, this time might be different because the price of Bitcoin's higher. We now only have, I think it's 900 Bitcoin a day that come out, so that gets cut in half. It's not a lot of Bitcoin, but what it does do is it makes Bitcoin more scarce than gold. So for the first time in history...
Oh, wow, that's neat. I didn't know that was going to make it more scarce than gold right there.
You have an asset that is more scarce than gold.
In what way more scarce?
Let's call it a stock-to-flow ratio. So the amount of Bitcoin mined every year divided by the amount outstanding, same with gold. And now there'll be, quote-unquote, less Bitcoin than gold mined on a relative basis.
And I don't remember who said it, but they said, I know for a fact I can go to an asteroid in outer space and we could possibly mine gold off of it, but we will never find Bitcoin on an asteroid. And that's the truth. You know what I mean? You can never bring Bitcoin back home. Like, there's only 21 million ever, period. That's it.
All right, now, BK, you sat in these seats for a long time on this desk as a Fast Money regular, and we know that you miss a lot of things about the show.
A lot.
But first and foremost...
Shut up, Oval Tech, I know.
You know you miss Would You Rather.
Well, who knows?
I meant to say, no, for a fact, you can't get Bitcoin on an asteroid, and I shut up, I hate you.
Game of Would You Rather, which is America's favorite game, of course. Would you rather Bitcoin or gold?
Oh, Bitcoin. Yeah.
You're long both, correct?
I am long both. Absolutely. Yeah, sure. I mean, you got to bet on the fastest horse. I heard that once.
Bitcoin actually hit, not Bitcoin. Gold actually hit a new all-time high, right? If I'm not mistaken. Am I right on that?
Next up, Japan or America? So DXJ, which you own, versus S&P 500.
Yeah,
would you rather?
That's a great one. I think Japan. It's a little bit cheaper, earlier in the cycle for them. They've raised wages, which haven't come quite through the economy yet. So I think Japan is a little bit better.
All right, and here's the last one.
As a trader. All right, they say some weird stuff right there. But anyways, I saw the end of that, and yeah, that was pretty much it. All right, let's get into this. My man, Tactical Investing over here, guys. Link in the description below if you guys are interested. Go check out his video. He said this is just the beginning for Kaspa, and he explains things very well. And actually, something I didn't know, that Beam was actually like looking into the Kaspa, I guess, the way they run things over there, the algorithm or whatever, the protocol. So let's hear what he has to say. If you guys wouldn't mind, hit that.
I want to touch on a few things within this video, but predominantly looking at the price perspective of Kaspa, then looking at how other projects, by associating themselves with Kaspa's technology, are only validating the worth of Kaspa, regardless of whether it's good attention or bad attention. There's such thing as what is that term? There's no such thing as bad publicity. And in this case, in a roundabout way, that is the case for Kaspa. We'll talk about how that is also. And then at the end, we'll look at some of the passive income opportunities and some of the things that I'm doing right now when it comes to Kaspa. And some of those things don't require you to go and buy crypto miners. Some of those things.
I love this guy's video. I'm sorry to cut him off real quick, but yeah, I'm sorry for blowing anybody's ears. His audio is way higher than normal, which is weird, but yeah, his videos are great nonetheless.
Things include just running a computer or some cell phones, some old phones that you have around. How I've made 50 Kaspa by doing really nothing in the course of a week, and I'll showcase how you can do that as well. So the overall cryptocurrency market is up 3.33%, which is absolutely insane in just the last 24 hours. Bitcoin hit $42,000. We haven't had a chance to do a video since then, but the whole market has been absolutely insane. But it's just the tip of the iceberg. I mentioned this in a video a couple of days ago that January is really what everyone should be looking at. January 10th is a date that a lot of people are paying attention to, but January as a month, in my opinion, is going to be one of the greenest months that we're going to see for cryptocurrency. Now, obviously, if a Bitcoin spot ETF actually does get denied by the SEC, then obviously that's going to be a pivotal moment. But considering that most people look at 90% guarantee or 90% probability that the SEC will approve it, if the odds are in that favor, there's going to be an extremely bullish month in January. Considering that April is just around the corner, you're going to see the halvening come into effect. And then post-halvening run is going to be absolutely insane. So for a lot of people looking and getting excited about 42K Bitcoin, I get it. But just wait till Bitcoin's 50K, till it's 60K.
I didn't realize he added the N in halving.
60K. And I say that because what oftentimes happens is alts will run significantly higher than Bitcoin. When people get excited about Bitcoin, what oftentimes happens is alts, when Bitcoin goes up 10% in a month, alts will do 20, 30, 40, 50, 60%. And what we've seen in a lot of proof of work has been the essence of this bull market. You look at almost any proof of work, whether that's GPU, CPU, ASIC mineable project, it has done tremendous gains. It's done better than any single layer one your favorite YouTuber is out there shilling you. It's done better than Solana. They've done better than Matic. They've done better than AVAX. They've done better than Hedera. You mentioned the project. I guarantee you I can find you 10 proof of work related cryptocurrency projects that have done 2, 3, 4, 5 times the returns of that layer one. Now,
he's not wrong. I
say that to say that Kaspa has done an extreme measure of returns this year alone. Now, a lot of people, and I'm not a huge TA guy, I get criticized for that before in the past, but I did a very simple X. And so Kaspa so far has very much followed this kind of trend. But what we've seen historically with Kaspa likes to move in increments of 5 cents. When it hit 5 cents, it moved to 10 cents rather quickly. When it hit 10 cents, it hit 15 cents rather quickly. And those are kind of the levels of resistance or support, depending on the way that you're looking at it. So considering the fact if Kaspa can break above 15 cents, we could easily see a 20-cent Kaspa by the end of the year. Now consider a Bitcoin spot ETF, maybe an Ethereum spot ETF being approved in January, and the rally that Bitcoin will have, how much more of a rally that will showcase to the likes of Kaspa and other alts that a lot of people are now finally paying attention to when it comes to the likes of Kaspa. Now, one of the things that I highlighted in my tweet, I think this was yesterday or today? Yeah, earlier this morning. And I said, I'll be honest, I didn't expect Kaspa to start 2023 at number 238 on the top and be in the top 25 this year. Many or most won't expect it when it's in the top 10 either.
I don't think he's wrong there at all. Don't sleep on Kaspa. Real quick, Brian Hollywood said, reminder, nobody should be mining Carlson. This is actually a great buying opportunity to buy your bags. And you're not wrong. Actually, you know what? There was a DJ Mines actually mentioned it. So I guess apparently your friend Andy posted on Twitter, he purchased $1,800 worth of Chlor AI, which when Panda mentioned how much his rig was worth, he actually went and just put that money into, Chlor, because Panda mentioned $1,800, and he was trying to prove the fact that mining is better than buying, and Andy debunked that by making like 40 something grand off of freaking Chlor AI from just buying the coin. So Brian Hollywood, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Sleep on Kaspa, which, by the way, if you're not following me on X, go follow me at tacticalinvest_. But this is really the proof in the pudding, if you will, right? Kaspa, over the course of 1 year, has climbed from 238 to the top 25. And one of the reasons that a lot of this occurs is the fact that there's a saying where it goes, follow the miners. And in a lot of ways, this is showcased in the likes of Bitcoin. When miners are growing, when miners are buying more Bitcoin miners, when the hash rate increase occurs, there's a level of confidence in people willing to take fiat into machines to make the the revenue aspect of Bitcoin mining, securing the network, that overall, that whole process, which we won't get into in this video, in many ways is what pushes Bitcoin higher. And it may not be seen in a lot of ways very upfront, but behind the scenes, people look at metrics as to where are the miners going? What are the miners doing to make their decisions on Bitcoin? From a trading, investing standpoint, what are the miners doing? And the miners for Kaspa have been accumulating. The network hash rate has been hitting all-time highs every single day. And in fact, earlier today, it hit close to 94 petahash. And I said in a couple of days ago that that Kaspa will have 100 petahash network hash rate. So this
real quick, did he put this in like an order of like his favorites or something? Can you do that on miningpoolstats.stream? Let me know.
Dramatic increase in network hash rate has been parallel to the price of Kaspa increasing significantly. Now, there are going to be individuals out there that are a little bit more bullish on the where Kaspa will be in Q1 of 2024. I like to be, I would say, a little bit more not reasonable, but I like to be a little bit more cautious when it comes to price predictions, etc. And so for some people, they look at where could Kaspa be in Q1 of 2024? Could Kaspa be at $1? For sure. If the Bitcoin spot ETF gets approved and the likes of the market really pivoting, a halving right around the corner, you've got election season coming up. It's almost a perfect storm. And there's just a lot of unknowns considering the fact that Kaspa's never been in a bull market. And considering that the tokenomics are very bullish for the likes of Kaspa, with the majority of tokens already being in circulation, it only gets more and more bullish. Now, one of the things that oftentimes happens is protocols, in this case, will use the popularity of Kaspa and piggyback off the popularity of Kaspa, sometimes in good ways and sometimes in bad ways. Now, Carlson Network is highly controversial. Some people absolutely love it because it is a fork of Kaspa, but is GPU mineable. So a lot of GPU miners love the idea of Carlson Network because they mined Kaspa very early on. And there's this.
It comes down to hopium. Like, you know, I'm a GPU miner at heart. I love GPU mining, right? But at the end of the day, it's like this coin it's pumping off of Kaspa's, like what Kaspa was made to do, and it's never going to replace Kaspa. But I mean, there could be money, you know, on the table to be made from this. So just, you know, be careful, guys.
Ongoing debate as to whether Kaspa going to ASICS so quickly was positive or negative for Kaspa. And that's not a debate for today's video. But regardless, Carlson Network has done extremely well thus far from a network hash rate standpoint. You can see when I first talked about Carlson Network, it had launched just a couple of days. The network hash rate was, I believe, around 20 terahash, 25 terahash. Right now, it's sitting at 77 terahash. So in the course of a couple of days, the network hash rate has grown by 3 times. It's 300% increase in network hash rate, which is absolutely insane to consider, considering the fact that when I first talked about it, that would have meant there was around 25,000 GPUs on Carlson Network. Now there's probably closer to 75,000 GPUs. The reasoning behind that is it is the most profitable cryptocurrency to mine when it comes to GPUs. I mean, you take a look at this. This is just over $11 a day in profit with a 4090, giving you an...
Real quick, let's go look right now. Let's check out the numbers. What are they on hashrate.no? .no. Let's see real quick so we can look. Let's go to Carlson. Where is it? Carlson, let me zoom in a bit. Let's see. All right, so 49. So what does he got? So $5.59, 10 cents kilowatt hour. All right, let me see what he's got on his. Looks like he's at 10 cents as well, and this was making $11 yesterday. $11 revenue yesterday, and now it's at 5. That's crazy. You know, it's because it hit trade ogre and it took a shit. But again, I don't know. This project's just too new for me personally to get into it. But I mean, I hope the profitability stays, and then obviously, yeah, I'll be turning my stuff on. But pretty crazy. Pretty crazy how the price just like literally halved once they listed on trade ogre. That's nuts. Nuts. Good buying opportunity though if it sticks around. Just saying. Not financial advice.
ROI in 145 days, which is
real quick, Mr. Rud Puts, appreciate you for the 249 super chat. He said hit that like button, guys. Appreciate you all.
In a I don't think we've seen these kind of numbers other than when Ethereum was still proof of work. And by the way, I put out a tweet about this whole Ethereum, and we'll talk about this as well. But this level of profitability is absolutely insane. And guess what happens when people look up Carlson Network? They see that it's a fork of Kaspa, and they get drawn, they're diverted right back to the original. The quality of Kaspa is never going to be replaced. The team, you can't replace the technology and the team, the developers behind Kaspa.
He's not wrong.
So where will Carlson Network go? It's a really big question, and really no one has the answer to it. But we've seen so far it's gained a lot of adoption based on the miners. Now the price action maybe not the greatest, but it is within listed on like one exchange, and really not a whole lot of volume. So it's obviously going to be extremely volatile. But the other thing that's happened is a protocol called Beam. Beam privacy has been around for a while.
This was super interesting and something I didn't know about this project Beam.
And in many ways, it is proof of work, something to consider. There's no pre-mined, fair launch. And the one thing that with Beam, it's really been an under the radar cryptocurrency until the last month. And it all of a sudden, in really the past 2 days, Beam is up a significant amount. And in just the past month, it's up 560%.
Put a one in the chat if you guys actually mine Beam or hold Beam.
60%. One of the reasons behind that is one of the individuals behind Beam Privacy put it up a post talking about what's coming for Beam. And he mentions just one thing, talking about Vlad, who is taking a look at upgrading Beam's Layer 1 to a variant of Kaspa's Dag9. This does two things.
How sick is that?
Vlad is the lead core developer behind Beam Privacy. This does two things. One, it validates the quality of Kaspa, because other protocols are looking at Kaspa and saying, wow, this is really revolutionary technology. We want to, in one way, implement this into what we're doing.
So real quick, Dan R says WTF is Beam. Let's look where Beam's at. To be honest, I don't know anything about it either. But I've heard about it before. I've seen it around. It's at 18 cents as of right now. But damn, that shit jumped from 5 cents to whatever it is, 20 now in the last freaking 14 days. Not even. It was the second. It was 3 days ago. 3 days ago, they should took a jump from 5 cents to 20 and 25 even. 28. Jeez, that's crazy. Is that the all-time high? Oh, geez, its all-time high is $10 though. That's kind of gross. Let me look. Let's look at the max. Oh God, see, it's one of those coins that start way up here and just die. I hate that. You know, just like, you know, the heart line. They're trying to resuscitate it right now. Hopefully it comes back. But it mentioned Kaspa, and look at this little pump. Isn't that weird? Right? It's weird how that works. As soon as they say something about Kaspa, it's like boop, just goes up. I don't know. It's crazy. The hype behind Kaspa and the legs behind Kaspa is actually unreal.
This validates Kaspa, and it brings, secondly, more attention to Kaspa because it showcases to other projects, hey, there's something real here. There's something tangible here. This is something very, very impressive.
And that's a great point.
Which, to be fair, is not seen with a lot of projects in crypto. And so in many ways, this validates the quality of Kaspa, and in many ways, the ecosystem as a whole. So, like I said, there oftentimes, maybe this doesn't directly correlate in a Kaspa pump, if you will, but this validates in a lot of people's eyes the quality of Kaspa itself.
He put this at 5:12 a.m. December 3rd. When was that pump? Let me just look. 14 days. Just because I want to know. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, bullshit that didn't turn into this pump. Bullshit, because how many, you know what, I would love to be a part of their Discord or wherever the hell they are and just see who mentioned what, because there ain't no chance in hell somebody didn't leak this the day before he tweeted that. No way, not a chance. That's weird. That's sketchy.
Now, the big question that a lot of people ask themselves, and I talked about this in a video 2 days ago, is it too late? Is it too late to get in Kaspa? And I think there's obviously most people say no, but I think there's many ways to approach this. And I think that the real answer is it's not too late to get involved in Kaspa. Is it too late to buy Kaspa? Who knows, right? But is it too late to get involved? And I don't think so. And I'll showcase why I believe that in just a second. But when it comes to getting involved in whether it's buying Kaspa, one of the things when I talked about it is there was people that said it was too late to buy Kaspa when it was at 2 cents, when it was at 0.2 of a penny, when it was at 5 cents. There's been always these times, and when one person commented, when in doubt, zoom out. And this was the perfect representation, because when a lot of people looked at, when I talked about Kaspa here at 0.2 of a penny, right? Not a lot of people could have, no TA could have ever predicted that Kaspa would be up here, right? And so
he's not wrong. And when they say when in doubt, zoom out, it's because you could see the overall consistent growth in the chart. And this is a healthy, like, just confident market in this chart. That's what that looks like to me, to be honest. Because I mean, realistically, it's just gone up and up and up. Yeah, you're gonna have slight pullbacks, but that's with everything. You know what I mean? Nothing's just going to go straight up. And if it does, then you're really concerned. The faster it goes up, the harder it falls, you know? That's pretty much how it goes. So
when you zoom in on this chart and you just go over here to, you know, September of 2020, and then you zoom out, it is absolutely insane the overall returns that Kaspa has done. So one of the things when considering getting involved in Kaspa, just zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out, and you gain a much better perspective on where Kaspa could be headed. Secondly, there's ways to get involved in Kaspa, and one of those is mining Kaspa. Now, I personally, because I wanted to test this, there's this ongoing debate as to whether pool mining or solo mining is better with Kaspa. And
this was kind of interesting, actually. I do want to do the same test on my KS Zeros. They're coming Wednesday. Super excited. Mr. 100 Air, my man. Appreciate you for the gifted membership. Mr. David Thrash got it. Appreciate you, buddy.
Bought 2 KS0 Pros just to test this theory. Now, so far in about 8 days, I'm using K1 Pool. But in the course of 8 days, because that's the time it took for me to hit one block on one of my KS0 Pros. In that period of time, I had mined 154 Kaspa by hitting that one block, while the one that was pool mining had mined about 133 Kaspa in the course of those 8 days. So considerably speaking, in 8 days, it really was much better to have been to be solo mining rather than pool mining. But
now solo mining with, you know, the 200 gigahashes that Kaspa, these KS Pros can do, I feel like you're better off having a couple of them to do it. Waiting 8 days is the biggest thing, right? So he's in it for 8 days before you hit a block. Most people are impatient, and once you see, like, you know, day 2, day 3, day 4, you start getting real depressed, you know what I mean? And it just hurts more and more, and then people end up unplugging before they hit a block. So just keep in mind, if you're going to solo mine, don't be a puss and just stick with it. You know what I mean? Just wait and wait, because I have waited, like, literally happened to me one time where I was solo mining ETC and I waited for like 4 days on like a couple machines, and it was pretty long time for, you know, that. It was close to, I think it was like 140% or something. It was crazy because I'm used to hitting them like around 50-ish. So it was weird. It went all the way up to 140, and then as soon as I hit that block, I hit a block at 2% the next time. So you just got to stick with it. It really is just about luck and latency of the pool and all that.
This is something I'm going to test out for the course of a month and see how it goes. Now, the other thing is, I talked about this in a private video as far as mining Kaspa with your phone.
Oh, this is another thing. So, all right. Again, love this guy's video. He made a video about mining with cell phones, Kaspa, and I actually tried it. I didn't even bother making a video. It is not worth it. Going to, all right, so he has a 50 Kaspa balance here, but this is mainly because of the CPU. This isn't because of the phones. And I know it's, I don't think he intentionally meant to kind of FUD that like that. Do you know what I mean? But just in general, this is mainly from the CPUs. The phones don't pull shit on XMR, on unMineable, and that's that. But dude, shout out to Tactical Investing. He's awesome. I mean, if you guys haven't subscribed to him, go check him out. Links are in the description for all these videos here today. Let's see what Mr. Austin over at Altcoin Daily has to say. Bitcoin's next price is shocking, and I hope it is. Let's see.
Bernstein points out in a note today that the spot Bitcoin ETFs are really the largest pipe ever built between traditional financial markets and crypto.
Possibly the single largest catalyst in crypto history is upon us. Gold rallied over 250%
New all-time
after
high.
their ETF was approved back in 2004. Of course, the excitement for Bitcoin has already started.
As you said, Bitcoin had been testing that $40,000 level the last few days, finally breached $42,000 earlier this morning.
And while the country of El Salvador is tweeting about it, as well as an investment giant's CEO disclosing her crypto holdings,
oh, wow.
All this and more, I'll share with you all.
I haven't seen this video yet, so if he shills anything, I apologize. Mr. DJ Mine says he's losing $250 a day in the chat because his KS2 and KS3 are 3 days late sitting in New York. No updates. Is that New York, or you said MY? I don't know what that is, but I think it's New York. I think that's what you meant to say.
Truth of the situation is when you compare Bitcoin ETF to the gold ETF, and by the way, the gold ETF rallied into their approval as well.
Oh, Dan R, that's a good point in the chat. I'm sorry I keep friggin' pausing this, but he just said, how about solo mining Kaspa on a cell phone for lottery type luck like solo mining BTC? That's actually not a bad idea, but at the same time, I don't think you'd ever hit a block. I really don't. You know what though? Sorry, you can't do that. You cannot do that actually because it's unmineable. Unmineable doesn't allow you to do that. You can't solo mine it on your phone. You can only pool mine. Sorry.
Bitcoin. The dirty, dirty truth of it all is the day, actually maybe the week, that Wall Street listed the first ever gold ETF back in November of 2004. The price never came back down again. Yes, of course, it was a bit of buy the rumor, sell the news, but once that on-ramp was put into place, the gold price never came back down again. We may never see this Bitcoin price ever again once the BlackRock ETF and others are approved. And according to Bloomberg's expert analysts, there's still a 90% chance that all spot ETFs all get approved between January 5th and January 10th of next year. And here's why the mainstream is telling you Bitcoin is pumping.
For one, the market, as you mentioned, is expecting to finally see a rate cut in the coming year after recent comments from Fed Chair Powell last week. But really the big thing on everyone's mind are the spot Bitcoin ETFs. Traders are increasingly bullish that the SEC will approve one of those applications by the first quarter of 2024, potentially as early as mid-January. This would allow investors to buy into digital currency directly through the same mechanism that they already use to buy stocks and bond ETFs. So you've got top asset managers, including BlackRock, WisdomTree, and Invesco, that have filed applications with the SEC.
Bitcoin has again entered the top 10 assets globally by market cap. They have again surpassed Tesla. They have again surpassed Berkshire Hathaway. Of course, if/when Bitcoin eventually surpasses gold, that's well over a 13x.
Oh, that'd be crazy. That's a cool chart, actually. I want to look back at that. That's nuts. So gold's up here, 13.9 trillion. We have Bitcoin at 813 billion. Crazy, excuse me, guys. But that's this is kind of a cool chart to look at.
13x. Yet, just understand, with gold and Bitcoin, there is a difference. When the price of gold or any commodity goes up and the demand increases, they always increase supply, meaning they'll mine more gold when there's more demand for gold. They'll just mine more. But with Bitcoin, increasing supply flow is algorithmically impossible. It is set in stone in the most open, transparent way. And the cherry on top, Bitcoin's supply flow gets reduced by 50% very soon, the BTC halving. So if demand just stays the same for Bitcoin, price should go up. Of course, demand won't stay the same. Demand should increase over time with the ETF. And let's be realistic, not only the bullish case, but the bearish case. That's why you subscribe to Altcoin Daily. But this ties in. El Salvador's Bitcoin investment has just turned profitable, and the president is—
That's crazy. That's crazy. If you guys didn't know, Bitcoin is legal tender since 2021 in over here.
Tweeting about it. This guy runs a small country, and this was his exact tweet. El Salvador's Bitcoin investments are in the black. After literally thousands of articles and hit pieces that ridiculed our supposed losses, all of which were calculated based on Bitcoin's market price at the time, meaning people trolled him for investing a portion of the country's treasury into Bitcoin. With the current BTC market price, if we were to sell our Bitcoin today, we would not only recover 100% of our investment, but also make a profit of over $3 million at this moment.
Damn.
Of course, we have no intention of selling. That has never been our objective. We are fully aware that the price will continue to fluctuate in the future. This doesn't affect our long-term strategy. Perfect. He also puts out a little chart of exactly when the country of El Salvador bought. Also, breaking news, Brazil's largest private bank, Itaú Unibanco, to launch Bitcoin and crypto trading services, meaning Brazil will help their clients invest. And meme coin Bonk won't stop. The Solana meme coin sets another all-time high as Solana continues to climb in recent weeks.
Wait, what? Bonk? Solana meme coin. What the hell is that? I never heard of this.
Top meme coin,
you guys hear this?
Is reaping the rewards. Now up over 760% in the last 30 days. What's your low cap moonshot?
Is that it? This thing? Another stupid Shiba coin? Oh my god. Tell me that's not it. Is that it? Anyway, no. I've never heard of that. I gotta look. Hold on, we have to look because I have no way. I've never heard of that. Bonk. If I could spell. There we go. Bonk. It is. Oh my god. Oh my god, more of these freaking S coins, man. That's crazy. Another like Shiba Doge BS, but on Solana. That's nuts. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's unfortunate. That would have been a good bag to grab.
The high risk, potential high reward plays. Comment right now what coin I should cover in a future video.
Bonk.
But as the Bitcoin spot ETF excitement builds, and we look at what happened to gold, again, there was an initial sell-off, but then an explosion of buy.
Yeah, they totally ripped Max off.
This hash rate's going bonkers.
You guys didn't know.
This would be the bearish case in the long run. The bearish case for Bitcoin is that it just becomes a recommended allocation within traditional finance portfolios, likely taking it from 5 basis points or 0.5% of global assets to maybe 100 basis points, 1% of global assets. That would only be a 20x increase in market cap from here. But the bullish case is that it entirely replaces the bond market, which are worthless fiat crap. And it also replaces the monetary premium of equities, real estate, and gold, reducing those assets to their utility value as investors flock to BTC for its superior properties as a means of wealth preservation. Basically saying that, yes, people will still buy real estate for the utility because they need a place to live, but as an investment, why not just buy digital real estate? And that would make it nearly 60% of global assets. That's a 1,196x increase from today's market cap.
You know, New York was the greatest city in North America by about 1776, and you would have been late to the party. But the question is, would you buy a city block in New York in 1776? Or if you waited till 1876 and you were really late to the party and New York was the greatest city in North America, was it too late to buy a city block in New York City in 1876? Or how about 1976?
Dude, this is a good point he's making, actually.
76. If you were 200 years late to New York City, if you look at the property values of New York in 1976, what you'll find is you would be rich if you had actually bought real estate in New York in 1976.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what time it was. Real estate's just insane, and that's equivalent to what Bitcoin's doing, right? And that's kind of what the argument he's making there. It's you're not too late, even though it feels like you're too late. You're not. You know what I mean?
Whether you believe in the bearish case or bullish case, I personally think it'll be somewhere in between. You may want to send a friend this video so they understand the opportunity potentially here. And what about altcoins? Because with this last BTC pump, yes, it was actually a crypto market pump, but with this last pump, Bitcoin dominance rose again past 50%. Obviously, that's ever fluctuating. But these are the phases. Phase 1, Bitcoin leads, we are here. Phase 2, Ethereum leads, ETH goes up in value versus BTC. Phase 3, the large cap altcoins follow. Phase 4, the mid caps, the small caps, the memes. This is the path to alt season. But again, there are no guarantees. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. Bitcoin is up over 150% for the year. What I'm looking for is ultimately what we've been seeing. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, seeing higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Meaning even if we correct, the important thing to me is continuing the trend, seeing higher lows. huge investment giant Franklin Templeton.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought at the beginning that was Hillary Clinton. I'm not gonna lie. All right, real quick, I closed the poll in the chat. I said, do you own gold and Bitcoin? 68% of you said only Bitcoin. 31% of you say gold and Bitcoin. Interesting. Thanks for voting. Guys, that like button, please. I hate asking. I really do. But it's the only way to get these videos out there. And YouTube will just kind of like, you know, shadow ban you if you don't get enough likes and all that BS. So appreciate you guys.
CEO has disclosed she holds Bitcoin, Ether, and other tokens in her portfolio. The most of those other tokens would be Uniswap and SushiSwap. But let's remember that Franklin Templeton is a believer in, is using the Stellar blockchain. Here's why.
Well, it's so funny because I remember, I think it was in November of 2019, there was a filing that you guys had made that was picked up by, and it was the first mention of using the Stellar blockchain. And I was like, this is exactly the way that you want open technology to work. You guys looked at this, made your decisions about what you were going to do. No one had to force you. Like, no one went out and said, hey, we're going to pay you lots of money to do this. You guys figured it out. We were thrilled to see that, because that's exactly what we want to see happen all over the world. And what we do see happen, not at this scale necessarily, but small individual developers in other parts of the world can grab the technology and do it. But once we did, we were like, hey, we should be talking to them. And so we started the conversations, and it's just been so nice to watch the journey.
Yeah.
And to watch that, you know, you guys like did very methodically approach this.
Yeah.
And so what are the benefits that you see for?
Well, I mean, of course, you know, at the time we were, trying to figure out which platform to use. And, I think we ended up with Stellar because of really the capabilities that you guys have that were so important for the regulatory environment, right? I mean, so this concept of being able to, claw back a transaction, right? That's important. We're required to do that. If there's something that happens, you got to be able to fix some of those things, and have this control environment in which we're responsible for. And the Stellar chain allowed us to do some of those things, and then. Also, you guys Stellar's amazing with how cheap your gas fees are.
And if you
does anybody use Stellar or trade on Stellar? Let me know. Mr. Alltrack, appreciate you for being a member for 7 months, dude. You're awesome. He said likes are free and membership is worth every penny. Thanks, CCXD, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Could head down into the video description or the pinned comment and vote for Altcoin Daily for the best current events coverage.
Oh, damn. You know what? Totally forgot about that. Hold on. Our boy Hawk is here, and I didn't. You know what? I meant to do this yesterday, and I freaking didn't. I didn't because I wasn't logged in. Yeah, whatever. Except, real quick, if you guys wouldn't mind, go over here, and I'm going to put this in the chat. Live chat. Real quick. I don't even know how Hawk got on here. I have no idea. He doesn't even know. Nobody knows. But I think it's because he was on around the blockchain, if I'm not mistaken. But Mr. Hawk Crypto Mining is on the... I don't know, best micro channel, I guess. That's what the award is. I think it's these three. Yeah, I think it's the best micro channel. Serpent X Tech's here, and so is Hawk, actually. Both of them made it. So shout out to them. I really have no idea how you get on that. I have no idea. But if you guys would, go vote. I actually got to get my vote in today for him, just because obviously supporting our boy. Appreciate him. Let's see. Dan R, 7 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Boom shakalaka. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. All right. Well, anyways, guys, this is going to be recapping. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. We're going to go for like a couple more minutes. But damn, Bitcoin broke over 42. Perfect. Hell yeah. That's sick, dude. 42.20. We have Ethereum again, 2,200 bucks, holding strong. Man, Kaspa is up in the green, getting back up to 14, just about. Crazy. Dogecoin's almost 9 cents. I think it's almost time to turn on my L7 again. What do you guys think? I feel like I should do that for sure. BTC going for 48. Oh, you know what? Damn it. There was a video I wanted to show. Man, I forgot. Hold on. Where is it? Maybe we'll show it tomorrow. Gotta find it now. Hold on. All to Discord. Where is it? Here it is. I've never watched this guy. Oh boy. That was almost really loud. That was almost really freaking loud. I've never watched this guy before. I don't know. Have I watched him before? Kevin, no, I subscribed to him yesterday, actually. I don't think I've ever watched this, but I'll put this. This guy. I don't know. It was fun. It was funny as hell beginning. Bitcoin pumping over 40,000. But he kind of gets into, I guess, all the technical analysis. He breaks down Bitcoin and why it's going to go up to 42,000, I guess. I mean, sorry, 52,000 rather. So if you guys are interested, I'm not going to play this right now because I don't have time, unfortunately. Got to get back to daddy duty, but I'll put this in the live chat. If you guys are interested, go check it out. If not, we can play it tomorrow. There you go. Depending on where, you know, crypto goes and whatever in the next 24 hours, we'll see. But yeah, if it's, if this is still relevant tomorrow, I will absolutely play that video tomorrow. All right, guys, that's going to do it. I appreciate you all. Unfortunately, I got to get out of here. Have a good day. Enjoy your Tuesday. I'll catch you guys bright and early tomorrow morning with hopefully no hiccups now that I got everything situated on my computer. Have a good one, guys. I'll catch you soon, and peace out. Smash that like on the way out, please.
Perfect.